Castello di Rivoli Museum of Contemporary Art. The Collection. Video storytelling in IS and words as a sign of accessibility. Lawrence Weiner, New York, 1942-2021. Lawrence Weiner is considered one of the founders of conceptual art, a trend that emerged from the mid-1960s internationally, initiating a profound reflection on the nature and function of art. The idea that originates the work becomes the most important element. Distances are taken from the emotional and even physical component of the work. Weiner is interested in the visitor's perception and interpretation of the artist's thought. Language is the tool he chooses to express his art. Words as meaning are more relevant than the object itself, and their interpretation as a work is left to the viewer. Weiner initially presented his works as simple texts in books or magazines. Later, he set them up as wall lettering. The wall work Made to Produce a Spark, 2006, was created by the artist specifically for the stairwell that connects the different floors of the Castello di Rivoli. On the walls, the sentence expands, written in Italian and English. A gentle rain, captured, induced to flood, wrapped around itself, reduced to mist, made to produce a spark. Made to produce a spark is conceived in reverse. First, we read the conclusion of the work, hence the title. Then, as we ascend, we collect fragments of meaning to arrive at the top, where we find the beginning of the work. A gentle rain captured. Weiner reflected on the usual experience of visitors who, as they ascend and descend the grand staircase, catch glimpses from different viewpoints. The levels of interpretation can be many. The idea of climbing, linked to an ascending path that wraps around itself. A captured drop that becomes art, the experience of viewing as a spark. If it is true that for Weiner the making of the work can also remain hidden in the artist's intentions, then this is only one of the possible suggestions, and the visitor is left with the freedom to interpret it as he or she prefers. The work, inasmuch as 1972, also appears as writing on the wall, inside one of the historic rooms of the castle. Once again, the existence of the work is strongly linked to the meaning produced by the visitor's interpretation of it. The production of this video was made possible thanks to the Ministry of Culture. Video produced by Education Department, Castello di Rivoli Museum of Contemporary Art, and Institute for the Deaf in Turin, as part of the PNRR M1C3-3 Call for proposals. Removal of physical and cognitive barriers in museums and public cultural venues not belonging to the Ministry of Culture, 2023. Education Department, Castello di Rivoli Museum of Contemporary Art. Head, Paola Zanini. Accessibility and Communication, Brunella Manzardo. Secretary Coordination, Barbara Rocci. Artenaut, Società Coop Abintra. Institute for the Deaf in Turin. Department Academy, Nicola della Maggiora. International Signs Translator, Laura Caporali. English Voiceover, Martin Esposito. Linguistic Consultancy, Enrico Dolza. The artworks mentioned are part of the constantly growing collection of Castello di Rivoli Museum of Contemporary Art. The display in the rooms may vary over time.